In this video, we'll see about what is Kirchhoff's current law. So, Kirchhoff's current law ante algebraic sum of electric currents meeting at a node or junction. What is meant by junction? Where three or more branches meet, that is called a junction. This point, see, this is a branch, this is a branch, this is a branch, this is a branch, and this is a branch. So, all of them are meeting at the same point called. So, that particular point is called as junction, and that junction is called as where three or more branches meet is called a junction, and that algebraic sum should be equal to 0, or else we can also say tell as number of incoming currents should be equal to number of outgoing currents. If we consider in this case, what are the number of incoming currents? I1 is an incoming current, I3 is an incoming current, and I4 is an incoming current. So I1 plus I3 plus I4 will be equal to what are the outgoing currents? I2 is an outgoing current and I5 is an outgoing current, right? So I2 plus I5. So these are the outgoing currents. Now you can write it in this way, or you can also write it in this way. So the number of incoming currents will be represented by positive sign, and the outgoing currents will be represented by negative sign. So I1 minus I2 plus I3 plus I4 minus I5 is equal to 0. So you can represent it in this way also. Now let's deal with an example. So now let's see an example for KCL. In the given network, find Ix, Iy and Iz if they have given us three conditions here. So this is the network given. So first we need to notice what is the junction in this particular circuit. So the points where all the branches are meeting is called a junction, right? So this point is called our junction. Let it name it as A. So our point is junction. Now what we need to do? We need to apply KCL. So what is the first step we will do is at junction A. So since we are doing it for junction A, at junction A, I told you that sum of the all current should be equal to 0, or sum of the incoming current should be equal to sum of the outgoing currents. Now see, if we are checking this diagram, what are the outgoing currents here? 3A, this particular thing is the outgoing current, and also Ix is an outgoing current. Now, so we can either do it that sum of currents is equal to 0, or sum of incoming currents is equal to sum of outgoing currents. So now first we need to check for first condition. What is our first condition? Find Ix if Iy is equal to 15 amperes and Iz is equal to 8 amperes. So this is the question they have given us. Before checking for the condition, we need to write the equation for KCL kada. So first మనం ఏం చేస్తాము, సమ్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్కమింగ్ కరెంట్స్ ఈక్వల్ టు సమ్ ఆఫ్ అవుట్ గోయింగ్ కరెంట్స్. ఈ పార్ట్ ఈజీ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఫస్ట్ యూ మెన్షన్ ఆల్ ది ఇన్కమింగ్ కరెంట్స్. వాట్ ఆర్ ది ఇన్కమింగ్ కరెంట్స్? 10A ప్లస్ నెక్స్ట్ Iy and Iz are also incoming currents. So Iz plus Iy, this will be equal to the outgoing currents, which means 3A plus Ix, or Ix plus 3 amperes. So this will be your equation 1. You can mention this units, or you can just note down the numbers also. It doesn't make any problem. So now if we are considering it for first condition, what is our first condition? We need to find Ix if Iy is equal to 15 ampere and Iz is equal to 8 ampere. What we'll do, we'll substitute in this first equation. So if we are putting this particular condition in the first equation, what we'll get? They are asking us, they gave the data as Iy is equal to 15 ampere, and then next Iz is equal to 8 ampere. You need to substitute in this equation. If you substitute, what you will get? So 10 amperes plus, in place of Iz I will substitute 8 amperes plus, and then next in place of Iy I will substitute 15 amperes. This will be equal to Ix plus 3 amperes. So if we solve this part, we will get here, this particular thing will be 33 ampere is equal to Ix plus 3, and then Ix will be 33 amperes by 3 amperes. So ampere will be cancelled and you will getting 11 amperes of current here. Right, Ix is equal to 11 amperes of current. So your Ix will be 11. Now, what is your second part? You need to find Iy if Ix is equal to 4 ampere and Iz is equal to 10 Iy. So now what you will do here? We need to substitute these values in equation 1. If we are substituting, what we'll get is 10 ampere plus 14 Iy plus Iy is equal to 10 plus 3, which means 15 Iy is equal to 23 and your Iy will be 23 by 15. So this is the Iy equation you are getting. Now in the third case, they are telling Ix is equal to Iy is equal to Iz and you need to find out Iz. So what we will do, we will substitute those values in equation 1. In order to get Iz, we need to have all the variables as same. So we will substitute in the place of Iy and Ix, Iz. So what we will get? 10a plus Iz plus Iz is equal to Iz plus 3, which if you are solving this, you will get your Iz as 13 amperes. So this is how we solve a problem using KCL. This is a very simple problem, so you are doing it in this way. If you are having some voltages and resistance given in the circuit, then how you will do? There are some certain rules to complete the problem. Now I will tell you the rules also. So these are the rules. If it is the case of complex networks, what we'll do is first we need to identify all the junctions. After identifying all the junctions, we need to assume initial voltage, that is V0 is equal to 0. And then we need to assume unknown current directions and form KCL equations. You will understand this problem, these rules when we are dealing with complex networks. I will deal it in the next video. Now, after applying these 3 points, we need to also follow sign conventions. So, how we will follow the sign conventions? If positive is connected to the negative terminal, then we'll add the voltage. If opposite signs are connected, we'll add the voltage. If negative is connected to negative or if positive is connected to positive, then we'll subtract the voltage. Always the current flows from higher potential to lower potential. We know Ohm's law formula is V is equal to IR, right? So if we take V is equal to IR, from this equation we can get I value and R value. So with this help of formulas and rules, you will be dealing with complex networks also. In the next video, I will tell you. I hope you understood this one. And if you are having any doubts, let me know.